All right, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We about to be talking about LeBron. If he win another title, is he considered the GOAT, or is everybody else chasing that GOAT spot? Who chasing that GOAT spot? Because I'm seeing KD. I'm assuming they talking
He's a
everything.
perfect 8-0 when Durant is in the lineup, and he's averaging 26 points in those games. Pretty incredible. Mr. Wilbon, we know that winning is one of the many factors that determines a player's legacy. But when you're looking at Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James in these postseason.
Hey, nah, for real though. Every time I see Jalen Rose, I know it's gonna be good. Ian, what's the name on the right side? I forgot his name. I think his name started with an A or something. He used to hoop too.
In this playoffs, who has the most to gain when you're talking about legacy?
Well, Malika, whenever this question is posed, I look at it as, why would anybody have more to gain than anybody else? I mean, Kevin Durant, if we're just doing an inventory, right? Kevin Durant has fewer than Steph Curry and LeBron James, so he would need to catch up and play that numbers game. But let me ask you this. If you are Steph Curry and you wind up with another championship and you wind up sort of separating yourself, at least temporarily, from LeBron James, then how is anybody else other than you the sort of face of the generation of NBA basketball if you've got more championships, if we're just playing inventory? And so I have a problem with that. Obviously, LeBron is playing. They're all playing for all-time greatness. If we stack them and rank them in that way, it would appear to be LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant at this point. But if Kevin Durant wins this year and wins next year on a team that the odds makers, at least the folks in Vegas, think should be the favorite, and he pulls up with 4, then what are we talking about here? Do they all even out? So I don't like to do it in terms of just the numbers, but it seems that's all we're left with.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Godfather. Mike Wilbon talking.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I'm being set up. I'm being set up, Jay.
Hey, nah, for real. OG, talk your shit.
We love this man. Okay, we show up at the resort, the whole bit. We're looking forward to
Don't
it,
start
even with
that.
damn coyotes running in the backyard. Okay,
They're waiting.
What is wrong with you? The question is about this season. Michael Wilbon is such a historian. Don't you notice, Jalen? He's getting agitated by every question. I mean, look, man, it's clearly LeBron James. You know that. He's 38. Let me finish. He's 38.
Okay.
They started off the season 2-10. Okay, we were sitting there. We could pull up the sound bites of you going off about how disastrous this season was going to be. They've turned it around. They've been 41-29 ever since. They've been about 17-9 since the trade. They got the second best record in the NBA, and he's 38 in his 20th season, averaging what he is averaging. There is no debate. If LeBron James with this team pulls off a championship, I might have to stutter and pause, and even though I'll never get there in terms of making him better than Michael Jordan, I would actually have to sit up there and say, y'all have my permission to have that conversation. I will not refute the conversation any longer. Because there's no way in hell anybody's assuming that LeBron James is going to pull this off. Of course LeBron has the most to gain for this season if one of them walk away with a championship.
Before you jump in, let me ask you a question real quickly, Stephen A. And suppose Steph Curry wins.
Okay, you got 5. You got 5.
And that puts him ahead of who?
I understand that, but the point is they're the reigning defending NBA champions. They ain't coming from the gutter. They ain't coming from the sewer. They're the reigning defending champions.
Nobody cares where you came from when you talk about
yes,
legacy.
They do.
Legacy is something to consider 10 and 15 and 30 and 50 years from now. When you look back, if the inventory says Steph Curry's got more, he's got more.
I got that. And let's look at it right now. This season, what would we be saying at the end of this season? Historically, yes. Years down the road, yes. But right now, we would be like LeBron.
Well, this is a great question. I feel like Fred Sanford. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. And the way that you pay homage to Michael Wilbon, I'm going to pay homage to you, the ESPN face of the franchise. What did you call Kevin Durant's move to the Golden State Warriors.
The weakest that I'd ever seen by a superstar.
When they won the championship, his general manager, Bob Myers, alluded to him being on the bandwagon. KD got it so tough from fans and media and even his own teammate, Draymond Green, that he left the Splash Brothers to go play with Kyrie Irving with the Nets. And you were there covering the Nets. How many playoff series did they win?
1.
Okay, it was so bad that Kyrie's gone, Harden's gone, and KD's gone. The answer is clearly Kevin Durant. LeBron redeemed himself from going to Miami with the public by going back to not only Cleveland to win it, but winning one with the Lakers. They still gonna have the GOAT conversation for him. Steph Curry has already cemented himself as the favorite player of this generation, and he already has 4 championships. One before KD, one after KD. The Phoenix Suns have had how many championships, Michael Wilbon, in their franchise history?
0.
0. So Kevin Durant has a chance to bring them a championship. He's definitely the answer to this question.
Let me tell you.
Unequivocally.
Unequivocally, you are wrong. And let me tell you why you're wrong, for one reason and one reason only. Because you said Phoenix. If KD had won in Brooklyn, you'd be right.
That's
but
worse.
Not Cleveland. No, not Cleveland. I'm sorry, not Phoenix. I'm sorry. Not Phoenix. Not when you got Devin Booker, CP3, DeAndre Ayton, and Monty Williams as your coach. Oh, no.
He would have had Harden and Kyrie. So
no,
those guys
I'm
are
saying
Hall of
because,
Famers.
no, I'm
what are we
saying
talking
because
about,
of what
Stephen
he
A?
did. What he did in departing from Golden State and what he himself had assembled in Brooklyn. If you had done it in Brooklyn, yes. In Phoenix, not so much.
Well, he only won, as you mentioned, 1 playoff series. The Nets did when it was those 3 together, so it wasn't exactly what we expected. But it seems like when you look at the narratives, right, either the Warriors are climbing out of the worst season that we've seen for teams on the road, just unacceptable that we cannot explain. Either the Lakers are climbing out of a 2-10 season to start, or you have Kevin Durant leaving Brooklyn and winning Phoenix's first franchise. It seems like there's a whole lot to consider there. But if any of those 3 players want to do that, guess what they're going to have to do? They're going to have to beat a team in our playoff preview show and not talk about Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers taking on Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks. Stephen A. Stephen A., my friend, the floor is yours.
Orange and blue skies, baby. Congratulations to the New York Knicks for the regular season that they have had. Congratulations to Leon Rose. Doesn't matter that he's been running from the media for the last 2 years. At least he's got a good team. Worldwide West and the crew, Scott Perry, Tom Thibodeau, the players. Julius Randle didn't miss a game, played all 77 before he got hurt. Jalen Brunson, can't say enough. The New York Knicks season is an abject failure if they lose to Donovan Mitchell. I'm going to say it, and I'm not going to let up. You cannot have an opportunity to get this star who had his bags packed, who was looking forward to being a New York Knick, who was basically politicking to become a New York Knick before that happened. You knew it, and you let it slip through your fingers to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You cannot have that man send you home. If Donovan Mitchell, which we all know he's capable of pulling off, if he sends the New York Knicks home in the first round, the season is a failure. Period.
Here's what I know.
It better not happen.
I know that it is the best time of the year, my friends. Hopefully it stays that way in a couple of weeks for Stephen A. Smith. But this is why we watch. This is what we root for and hope for all season long.
Garland,
the postseason is here, baby.
Donovan.
The perfect 8.
But yeah, man, like, comment, share. I kind of agree with, man, it's like hard not to agree with all of them. They all got a point, but LeBron win a ring right now, bro. OMG. He win a ring right now. And then his son, and he joined his son and just play for a bogus team just to have fun. And he might win a ring then. He might as well just play till he 50. Beat a bunch of records, set records so high to where nobody will ever beat it unless they turn like 60 years old. And they got to at least average 20 and play till they 60. because he gonna play till he 50 and average 26, 27 his whole career. So you have to do literally a little bit less with more years, or do the exact same thing, and that's not gonna happen. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the vibe. Y'all feel